Hey guys, it's Chey. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and if you're not, hey boo. So in today's video, I'm actually getting ready to go to lunch with my family. We are celebrating my 30th birthday and also my mom's birthday. Our birthdays are 2 days apart, so we always like to do a family get together. So this is the look that I created. And of course, I had to bring out the first UK brand that I really dove into, and that's going to be, drumroll please, Madebymitchell. I don't have everything from Madebymitchell, but I do have a lot, and I had enough to do kind of a full face, and this is the look that I created. So if you like it here, if you like my vibe, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're gonna go ahead and get into this full face of Madebymitchell. What, you staring at me?
You started stuttering. When you saw me walk by, you started stuttering, forgot your whole line and
That's
everything.
right, always. Because I know you be watching me.
I wasn't watching you.
You be watching me and it makes me uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
It'd be cute.
You think it's cute?
Yeah.
No. You really think so?
You be doing your damn thing.
I know that's right.
Now that you see what I deal with behind the scenes, we're going to go ahead and get into the skin. I did prime my face using the NYX face glue, and I used the BPERFECT Ultimattes eyeshadow palette. So we're going to zoom you in and work on this base. For primer, I'm taking the DANESSA MYRICKS Blurring Balm powder, and as you can see, I've already hit pan on it because I love this primer down. And yes, I have to use two primers. I do have very oily skin, and I love the tinted one just because it gives me more coverage. So let's go ahead and get into these BLURSH light swatches, starting with Drip Drip. Then we have Champagne Bubbles. Then after that is Nova Nights. And then Champagne Spray. So as you can see, the first three are very glittery, and Champagne Spray is more of a highlighter formula. Then we have Cowlick, and last but not least is Penny from Heaven. And these are so beautiful. I love that you can use these on the eyes or as like highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick out Penny from Heaven, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that to highlight all over my face, going down the bridge of my nose, the tops of my cheeks, and of course my chin. And you can really use your fingers, a sponge, or a brush, but for today I am just taking a brush, and you can just see how it melts into the skin. And that is what I love about these products from Madebymitchell. They really just blend into the skin. And as you can see, she is glowing, honey. And now we're going to go ahead and get into the viral curve cases. I have the shade Deep and Deeper, but I'm going to take this orange from the Deep curve case and mix it with my concealer just to create a beautiful color corrector, and just apply this underneath the eyes and around my mouth where I want to kind of neutralize that dark pigmentation. And as you can see, it really just blends itself, and it takes minimal effort, and it's just so easy. So I'm actually going to go ahead into the Deeper curve case, and I'm going to use this shade to contour. I've been really into like a more sculpted face lately, so I've been wanting to contour a little bit more. It is a little bit on the deep side, but this is perfect to contour. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sculpt the face, and this is before I do foundation or anything, just because I was unsure how it was gonna look. I know I probably shouldn't have done like something so new for my birthday makeup, but you know, I was feeling a little experimental today. And as you can see, it just blended in the skin effortlessly, and you do get a slight sculpt. So then I'm gonna just go ahead and start loading up that contour, because you know, I want to be sculpted. And so as you can see here, it builds up really nicely without looking muddy at all. And now I'm gonna go ahead and go into the deep, and I'm taking the shade and Laid to bronze up the skin. And as you can see, it does add that warmth back to the skin. And this is all underneath foundation. But now we're gonna go ahead and add foundation on top. I'm taking the One Size Full B and the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte. These are both very matte formulas. One's just more golden, one's more neutral, and I'm just mixing them. And we are going full coverage today because it's my birthday, so I need a full coverage beat, okay? I'm here to look flawless. And once I have my foundation on, I'm just going back in with Shade and Laid to just enforce that bronzer. Then I'm taking the Pink Honey Cloud Cover Concealer. Y'all, this concealer is so good, and I did not have to even dip into it twice. Whatever was left on the concealer, I could use for my whole entire face, and it still gives that full coverage, and it's not too dry. It's really creamy, and it just looks gorgeous. So I'm just spraying my face with setting spray just to keep my face matte, because like I said, I'm an oily girl. And as you guys can see, this concealer blends like a dream. Literally, the UK, they know what they're doing when it comes to their complexion products. Now I'm on to this big old Curve Case Collective. This is a big size of their blushes, just in more of a cream form. The one in the Curve Cases are more like glowy, but these are like the true blushes in cream form, so they do have more of a matte finish. So, and I love that you can customize the blushes to have the perfect undertone you're looking for. And now I'm taking a little bit lighter of a shade from the Pink Honey Concealer. Y'all know I love a good inner corner pop, and I can't skip on that for my birthday. I did add a little bit of that BLURSH concoction onto lips for my lip color, and now I'm just blending that inner corner. As you can see, it just blends so beautifully, and we're gonna go ahead and set it using these Madebymitchell eye lights. These are basically under eye brighteners, and this is in the shade Firelight, and then this is in the colorway Daylight. Starting off small, I'm gonna go into Firelight, into this yellow shade, and as you can see, it really just makes the under eyes look super flawless. And I know you see the smoothness of it, and I love that this shade isn't super bright, but bright enough, and I'm just using that to set all the places. Then I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up the face. This is their Bronze Motel Blush Bronzer Book, and I'm gonna take these two shades and mix them, and I'm creating my perfect bronzer concoction. And I love how it just blends, and it still looks so natural, but you can see it's really warming up the face and giving me a little bit of sculpt at the same time. And I'm just taking those shades on my nose as well to sculpt that nose. I love a good nose contour. Then for blush, I have these two BLURSH books. This is the original. This is volume number 1, and she's absolutely gorgeous. And I just got my hands on volume 2, and this is literally a dream. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix these two shades from a volume number 2 and apply it onto the skin. So it is looking a little bit more peachy, so I kind of go over it more with that light pink shade just to diffuse the edges and kind of give more of that pink blush. So that's where I'm adding the pink right here, and it just looks so beautiful. And I do set my whole face with the One Size Sweet Honey translucent powder all over the face. And now I'm just gonna go into that dark shade just to add, you know, a little bit more of that contour, because I'm trying to sculpt. So now I'm taking that One Size translucent powder to bake, because like I said, I am an oily girl, so powders are literally my best friend. And I love to bake just to reinforce, you know, the shape that I just created. And I just need to bake because it also helps with my oil control. So I'm just going over my brows, the forehead, my T-zone, a little bit more on my forehead. And these are the Madebymitchell eyeliners. I'm using the shade BLACKTRAck, and these are super creamy and matte, but they also give you time to play with so that you can kind of smudge it. They are called the all smudge no budge eyeliners, and I personally love them. Now I'm just gonna blend that out with the bronzer on a smaller brush underneath the eyes, and that's really it. And as you can see, it just looks so beautiful and so smoky. And now we're on to lips. They have a all lip no trip lip liner, and they also have this eyeliner that I like to use in Make a Toast. Make a Toast is just a little bit more neutral than their lip liner, so I'm personally using the Make a Toast eyeliner as my lip liner, and plus it's long lasting. So I'm just using that to line my lips, and as you can see, it's literally the perfect brown. Then I'm gonna go ahead and dust off the powder on my face using this MAC Studio Fix powder foundation, and as you see, she is giving full coverage, flawless baddie, and I'm so in love with how this base turned out. And to go ahead and blend out that bake underneath the eyes, I'm mixing those two shades and dusting away that excess baking powder underneath the eyes. And as you can tell, the under eyes are flawless, yet they're also bright and super smooth. And I've been rocking with Madebymitchell for a while, so this is his collab with BPERFECT. This is his limited edition highlighter palette that I got a few years ago, and I'm using that to highlight. And as you can see, she is still blinding, still performing, and I just am so in love with how this base is turning out. And now that we have the highlighter on, it's time to go ahead and add some gloss. This is Strawberry Swirl, and this is such a beautiful, beautiful pinky gloss. As you can see, she is that milkshakey pink. And then just to add a little bit of shimmer on the lips, I'm taking On the Dance Floor, and that really amps up the lip gloss. And I'm gonna do my hair, and this is the final look. Bye guys.